Something just a little bit different this year, so please give a warm welcome to the Rotary West Players production of I'm Coming Down.
Okay, that's not a warm welcome. Penny Olson was a very successful realtor in Cedar Rapids. She sold properties that no one else could sell. But there was one property, an old house not far from Brucemore, that no one in her firm could move, not even her know-it-all husband. Because it was haunted. No matter how far they dropped the price, folks were just too scared. But one day, Penny had a great idea. She would sell that house to a pastor who had recently moved to town. As a pastor, he was rich, of course.
Really? Just go with it.
And let's face it, all of those years of dealing with the people in his parish had left him pretty muddled in the head. She could tell him that the house would make a great income property. He lived in a Florida mansion most of the time. He'd never actually set foot in the house, so he wouldn't notice if she'd never actually rented it. All went fine, and Penny was sure that she had Perry hooked. But then he asked to see the house. What could she do? So she arranged to take him there at noon. But even though he was rich, Perry was a cheapskate, and he flew into the Quad Cities airport to save money. So it was still after dark before the two of them set off to the haunted house. It was a dark and rainy night. But early enough that Penny hoped the ghost would not be up yet. She unlocked the door, and it opened with an ominous creak. Creak! Penny swallowed nervously.
Go.
But Perry just said something about atmosphere. Penny relaxed a bit, and she wondered if maybe she shouldn't have raised the price of the house a bit. The two entered a tall foyer that was absolutely festooned with dusty cobwebs.
Creepy,
Perry said enthusiastically. He bounded into the center of the foyer.
You don't scare me, oh foul spirits!
Immediately the whole house rang with a sinister, unearthly chuckle. Then an unearthly voice boomed.
I'm coming down now!
Perry turned to Penny with a happy grin.
Great special effects. How do you do that?
Teeth chattering, Penny said,
I didn't.
She backed up until she hit the front door and reached behind for the doorknob.
I'm coming down now!
The voice boomed again, and Perry's grin started to slip. Suddenly, bright light exploded at the top of the stairs and quickly resolved into a sinister green head with flaming eyes, writhing hair, and fangs. The head opened its mouth and screamed. As the creature started down the stairs, Penny and Perry turned and ran down Linden Avenue as fast as their legs could carry them. Let's get it. Finally, when it looked like they were far enough away to be safe, they stopped.
Mrs. Olson, I don't think I want the house anymore.
Why not?
Asked a hauntingly familiar voice. Perry gave a screech that you could hear all the way down to the Scottish Rite Temple, and he took off down the road so fast there was no keeping up with him. The ghost turned to Penny and said,
I told you it needed new carpet!